want to talk today also about some good success stories that you have. So despite of these challenges about resistance to change and this lack of support of the senior managers, so how the lean initiatives have achieved significant successes for many organizations. So can you share a specific lean success story or project that had a significant impact? Sam, you can provide an example if you want.
Well, definitely. I mean, one that I'd like to refer to is the implementation of a daily management system at our site in Delpharm, Montreal. So it took some time. Obviously, when you're trying to implement such a structure with rigor and discipline and rigorous meetings, in the beginning, there's a lot of resistance to change. And as you start slowly deploying, the tier 3, then the tier 2, and move across the levels of your tier meetings, then the structure becomes the way to work. And at a certain point, once people are so used to it, if you try to remove it, they cannot go back to not having that structure and that daily management system. So we implemented that at our site at Delpharm Montreal, and I think it is now a core aspect of our daily operations, of how we run our operations. And last year we had a record year in terms of revenue, sales, and so on. So I believe there's a strong correlation between that implementation and the success that we had in our last fiscal year.
Without doubt. Yeah. Thank you. Kelly, how about you?
I think when we've had many successes, but one that comes to mind that's really been impactful to our operations is our single minute exchange of die initiative. We've rolled out to many of our manufacturing plants. We started with 7 different pilot plants of the 38 that we have total within our network. And we were able to achieve about a 50% reduction in changeover time, which has allowed those different assets to be able to realize a lot of different benefits, from lowering their shift costs to being able to redeploy people into training and development that was much needed, or to be able to do more preventative maintenance work. And to improve the overall asset, as well as repatriating volume to fill that capacity that we make outside at Tollers presently.
Good. And I mean, is this a sustainable process? Are you still in this level of change over times?
Yes, we are. It has been sustainable, and it's been very much frontline driven. So it is something that makes their life a lot easier when you're in a transition and not running. It's definitely harder work for the operations team and the maintenance team. And so if you can eliminate some of that, there's a lot of value and buy-in from the organization. And so, yes,
Great.
we have been able to maintain it.
Great. Good. David, and from your side?
So I'm lucky I had a little bit of time to think about this. So I'm going to go back in time. I'm going to go back to about 12 years ago. The company that I was with at the time, we were in the process of transforming the operation. It was a site in Mexico. Of course, we didn't have enough resources to do it as fast as we wanted to. And the top leadership team of the plant came together and designed a full summer intern program. Now, today it's known as the Lean Challenge, which is basically a summer camp for students. And it works around a competition amongst universities. So universities send, 3-4 teams, 5 people on each, and these teams are coached by local leaders. The first 2 weeks they're trained, and then they're set up with the specific projects, specific targets and deliverables. Every week they're there. It's treated as a CI or lean event. So at the end of the week, they're reporting to the top management of the site. These helped a couple of things. First of all, it helped us to get things moving faster, where we wanted. At the same time, it helped us to actually outreach more associates on the floor, which actually helped us increase the speed to change the culture. And some of the tangible results that we got over 1,800 days without recordable accidents or incidents. WIP reductions of 20% year over year for 3 years in a row. Labor productivity double digits 3 years in a row. So the results are there. It's just also about investing in the talent. Like you guys said earlier, buying from senior leadership, that's critical. That's super important. And I think one of the biggest things that we gained from that at the time was a very strong pipeline of talent. So imagine having the opportunity of pretty much interviewing, hands-on, like 20 plus students in a summer. So you're able to handpick the best of the best, right? That was critical for us also in developing our talent when it came to, manufacturing operations. So that's the one that came to mind,
It's a really good one. Thank you, David.